Hey guys, Two Mums here. Welcome back to the YouTube channel for another market watch video. So basically, on today's video, there's a few things I want to talk about. We've got headliners, what prices they're at now, what kind of investing could we do with those cards, and what do I expect for the future. We've got a few headliner leaks. So I've actually got a few leaks to give you guys for headliners. So I'll let you know when I'm going to give that part. If you don't want to hear any leaks for cards that we're getting, just block your ears, skip past that part. And I also want to talk about Thursday investments in general. So what cards you can pick up to flip on Thursday and make a little bit of money, man. So this should be a really good video, a lot of good information. If the video helps you out or you enjoy the video, hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, guys. I really would appreciate it. So to start off the video, I want to quickly give you guys an update on where we are at with the Road to Glory. As you can see, I've got a lot less coins than what I had last time. So basically, I kept these on here. So these are our Thursday investments we made for last week, just the Thursday just gone, and cards that I sold for. So made pretty good money on most of these cards. Bought that card at about 320, bought him at about 220, sold for 262, bought him at about 500, sold for 569, bought my Allens at about 125 each and sold them for about 140 to 145 each. So yeah, made pretty good money on everything we invested in there. I also sold my team. So as you can see, Ronaldo, Neymar, Mbappe, De Jong are all gone. So I sold my team and I actually rebuilt a brand new team, which I'll show you guys in 2 seconds. Now we're going to talk about this later on the stream, a bit later on, but I've also picked up some Thursday investments. So as you guys can see here, we've got some Varanes, Amares, and I grabbed a bunch of Mendy's as well, which I'll explain why in a second. And I'm holding those till this Thursday coming up, where I'll sell them then for hopefully some good profit. So that's basically what we've done recently in terms of buying and selling. So last night I bought a brand new squad. So this is the brand new squad on the Road to Glory. So I'm pretty happy, man. I mean, I think for a Road to Glory, no money spent on this account. To have that team, plus I've got about, as you saw the investments, so about 1.2 million in investments. I'm pretty happy with where things are at. This Pele, guys, is insane. So I've only played 5 games with this team. It's Monday today, so we had weekend league to finish off weekend league. I basically played 5, I was only playing to 11 wins. I need 5 more wins to get to 11 wins, and we went 5 wins, 0 losses with this team. So far, so good, man. Pele is an absolute beast. De Bruyne at CDM has been so good for me. So yeah, really, really enjoy it. Now, as you can see here, I've got Dumfries. I know he is there at the moment. He is only there for part-time. That will be Zambrotta, which I'm going to get from Icon Swaps, but I'm just using Dumfries for the time being. I should get Zambrotta done in the next day or 2, and he will slot in there. So anyways, enough of that. That is the update on my team and my Road to Glory. What I want to get into now is obviously headliners. So as you guys can see here, these are the current headliners and the prices of them. Now, in terms of investing in these cards, there might be opportunities later in the week. As I talked about in my last video, they were cheapest later in the week on Thursday or so, just before they went out of packs. This year's a little different because last year we only got 1 headliner team. This year we are getting 2 teams, which could affect the prices a little bit. But basically right now, these cards are too high. So if you want to buy for your team, I would be waiting. If you want to invest in these cards, I wouldn't be investing in these cards yet. So I think we're just going to sit on these cards and wait. What I want to try and do as part of this series, though, is I want to try and keep you guys updated. So as you know, these cards get a bonus upgrade if they're in their domestic league, they get 4 wins. So if PSG wins 4 games in the league in a row, Neymar will get an extra boost. So he'll go to a 95 rated. Even without winning an inform. So he'll go to a 95 headliner, even without getting another inform, he just gets a bonus rating. So I think the prices on these cards could fluctuate a lot based on wins. I think every win a team gets in a row, you'll probably find their card will go up. So for an example, if Mertens, if they win 1 game, I could probably see that card rising a little bit with just the 1 win. They win a 2nd game in a row, I could see his card rise a little bit more. They win a 3rd in a row, I could see that card rise a fair bit with people hoping he gets the 4th win and gets that boost. If he then loses, I could see the card, a lot of people trying to sell off quickly, and that card probably being panic sold and dropping a fair bit. So I think there's going to be opportunities to invest there. If you can get a card like Mertens, they've had 3 wins in a row. He gets a loss. If the card's got a good run of games coming up, 4 games, they've just had a loss and they've got a good run of 4 games, their next games, I think there's going to be opportunities to invest in these cards, ride out a couple games maybe, and sell them. Now, that could be longer term holds, but it's just something I want to monitor, and we'll see how well. I think we wait on it for the first couple weeks. We just kind of see how they move based on when they win games and stuff. And then we start making some moves on those. And that could be something like OTWs where you can make regular throughout the year, regularly make investments on these cards every week and flip them very easily. Now, I want to show you guys a graphic. This isn't my graphic, but I'm going to be making a graphic like this. I run obviously an Instagram, a Foot Trader Instagram. So this is from another person's Instagram. This is from Foot Dreams and Jack King. I will be doing this myself though, and putting it up on my Instagram as well, where I kind of track exactly their coming fixtures, but not just their coming fixtures, which games they've won, which games they've lost, and like what kind of streaks they're on. So I'm going to try and do that every week and bring that to you guys as part of a little mini series. But yeah, this is an example. As you can see, these are their upcoming matches. So by looking at these, I think we can have a look at these and we can kind of predict and see, if a team's on a good run and update prices. So yeah, each week I'm going to try and show you guys their upcoming, 5 or 6 games and what kind of current streak they're on. And yeah, we're just going to try and track it and see how the movements are. So hopefully we can make some good money on these kind of cards in the future. All right, guys, I'm now going to quickly show you some leaks. So if you don't want to see headliner leaks, look away, skip about a minute forward or 30 seconds forward, because I'm just going to quickly show you, then we'll go on with the Thursday investments. But yeah, okay, going to go check those out now. So basically, as leaks, as you can see here, we are getting an Orsic headliner. So this card is going to be an objective card. I'm not sure exactly when it's going to come. I'm going to assume it's going to come on Friday when the next lot of headliners come out, just like we got Plea for this lot. We're going to get an Orsic objective card. So he's going to get to an 84 rated. So if he's 82 here, he gets upgraded to an 84 rated. So we're going to get an 84 rated Orsic, and this card's going to be insane. I mean, he's already got the 4-star weak foot. He's only got 3-star skills, which kind of sucks. But I mean, dude, look at his 82 as it is. 93 acceleration, 95 sprint speed, 92 shot power, 91 long shots, 85 finishing man, 82 stamina. His composure and ball control isn't the best, but really good balance, really good agility. You get into an 84, he goes to, 96 pace, 97 pace. His finishing will be up to like 87. His shot powers will be like mid 90s. And even these stats that are bad, the 78, the 79, 79 here, they probably go up to, low 80s for those. And that's just with the one upgrade, an 84 rated. If he then gets 4 wins in a row or gets another inform, his next one goes to an 86. So that's the way informs work. His first one goes to an 84, so his headliner will be an 84. If he gets one upgrade, it doesn't go to an 85, it goes to an 86. And that card all of a sudden is insane. So I think this could be a really bloody good super sub. So this will be one card that I think I'll definitely be doing as an objective. Another leak that we're getting, now these ones from what I've heard are going to be SBC cards. So these could come in the near future. I mean, we've already gotten 2 SBC cards with Smalling and who else do we get, chat? Hang on a second. We got Smalling. Sorry, I just had a mind blank. Smalling and who else do we get? Oh, and Traore. So that's right. So we got Smalling and Traore. So Dele Alli is one of the next ones that's going to come. It looks like we're kind of getting them every second day. So yesterday we got a Moments Lala. So we got Smalling and we got Moments Lala yesterday. So it could be tonight where we get one of these cards. Or it could be a little bit later on. But yeah, so Dele Alli, he will go to an 87 rated. So we will get an 87 rated Dele Alli card. And then we're also getting Martinez, and he will also be an 87 rated card. So we'll get an 87 rated Martinez as well. Which, once again, man, isn't a bad card either. 4-star, 4-star. Already got pretty good finishing. Apart from his balance, dribbling's not bad. physicals are really good and pace isn't bad. Already with another upgrade, and if he can get a few more informs or get his 4 wins in a row, I mean, he does play for Inter, so always a chance of him getting 4 wins in a row and getting that next upgrade. Same with Dele Alli. Not a bad card as it is. This card I'm probably not as interested in. Depending on the price, this one could be a very interesting card. And yeah, like I said, we'll definitely be doing that Orsic as a super sub. So that's all I've got for that, the leaks. Now let's get into Thursday investments really quickly, all right? So as I told to you guys, for my Thursday investments, I picked up, let me just get rid of these. We don't need to have these on there anymore. I picked up Mahrez, Varane, and a bunch of Mendy's. Now, we're going to talk about a few other options you can make and why I made these movements. So if you guys don't know, it is actually qualifiers this weekend. Pro qualifiers, so verified players. Now, verified players, the qualifiers have a rating max. So they can only have a maximum of an 86 rated team. So it has to be an 86 or under rated team for them to play in the qualifiers. So you find that a lot of meta cards that are 86 rated or under get used. Now, Ferland Mendy is one of those cards that gets used. He's very meta, and because he's 80 rated, a lot of pros use him as their left back and verified players in order to bring down the rating of their team. So then they can then use the Neymars and some of these bigger players that are above the rating, but it balances out to under 86 or under because they've used cards like Mendy and stuff like that. Another one they use is Varane, 85 rated, very meta. Another one they use is like, for instance, Semedo gets used a lot, 82 rated right back, very meta card, low rating though, which helps. So that's one of the reasons I jumped on Mendy. If you actually have a look here as well, tracking Mendy, so you can still get on him. I would try and get him under 14K. So if you have a look here, last week he started off on Monday. He was sitting around, on Sunday, he was sitting at 12K. By the weekend, he went up to 16K. This actually gives you an average, so that actually lies. He actually went up to about 17K, 16, 17K on Thursday after awards. Now, that was last week when there was no qualifiers. This week, there's qualifiers. So once again, he dropped back down to about 13K. I picked him up yesterday for 12. He was at 13K. I got him on bid for 12, a lot of him. All of those for bid. I got I think 40 of him. And he's already up to 14. I'm hoping this card at least will match his 17 that he got up to last week, if not more. So I think this card could easily get up to 18, 19K, which is a 35 or so % return on investment, which is really good for an ROI percentage. So I wouldn't be paying 14, but if you guys can get this guy on bid for even 13 and under, I think this card can go to at least 18, 17, 18 at least. And, even at 13, you're making 3.5K a card profit, which is about a 25% return on investment for you guys, which is still a pretty good ROI. So obviously it sounds not as much. Oh, you're only making 3.5%. While if I go and buy Varane, I'm making 15 to 20K a card. But the thing is, you could buy 10 Mendy's for the same price you can buy one Varane. So if you look at it that way, 10 Mendy's at 3.5K profit each, that's 35K profit rather than one Varane where you're making 20K profit. So the Mendy has actually a very good ROI. So I actually picked up a fair few of him. Another card that does really well every single Thursday is Varane. If you have a look, on Monday, he was 117 last week. By Friday, he was 140. So that's a fairly large increase. Once again, this week, he was sitting on Sunday, Monday, 135, 136. So I actually picked up mine. Oh, sorry, no, so sorry. This was last Monday. He was sitting at 135, went up to about 150 on this weekend. He dropped back down to 146. I got mine for 145 and under, my Varanes, 140 to 145. He's out of packs. Right now, he's got a headline. He's out of packs. He's at 150. I wouldn't be paying. I don't really want to pay 150. I would try and get him for a bit under that. 150 max, though, I would pay. I think this card can go up. He's out of packs. He's going to rise in general. We got qualifiers. I don't know exactly, but I think this card could rise to like 170. Make yourself that 15K, 10 to 15K a card. Not as good an ROI as the Mendy, but still some good money. Now, they're the only ones I had quickly there to show you, but just quickly talking about it, some other cards that you might like to jump on. Mahrez is a good one. I jumped on Mahrez at about 130. Dembele, as I already just said. So Semedo is another one that pros use. That Militao, that RTTF Militao, 86 rated, one of the best centre backs in the game. That is a card that a lot of pros use for the qualifiers and will do really, really well. Other cards, man. Inform Allen usually has done quite well each week. Basically, what you're looking for is meta cards. Cards in general are cheapest on Sunday night / Monday, and then they just rise into the weekend league. So if you're looking at most meta cards are going to rise, your Aubameyangs, your Mahrez, your Inform Mahrez, your Varans, your Mendy's, your Ramoses, your Lenglets, your gold Lenglets as well, your gold Sons, your gold Kantes, your out of pack cards, like I said, your Informs that aren't in packs anymore, but are really, really meta, aka your Inform Allens. Those cards are all going to do really well into Thursday. And then obviously what adds to bonus some of these cards is if you can find a reason as well that makes extra demand on these cards. So these cards are going to rise anyways. Like Mendy would rise anyways. Varane would rise anyways. But if you can find extra demand on that card, for example, Varane's out of packs. This Mahrez is in packs till Wednesday, then he's out of packs. So this card will be out of packs. He's out of packs because of headliners. These Mendy's are going to be picked up because of the qualifiers. So they're just added reasons to add extra demand on these cards and for these cards to rise. Although if you look at their graphs, they rise every week into weekend league. That's an extra reason for them to rise, which hopefully will push them a bit higher than the amount they normally rise. If you want to look at this yourself, guys, the best way to do it is just by looking at graphs. So quick example is you can have a look at regularly how much these cards rise. Look, on Monday, this card was 128. On Thursday, Friday, he rose to 150. He dropped back down into Monday, 117. Rose into Friday, 139. Dropped back down again into Monday, 136. Rose again into Friday, 148. So that's a card you can tell it regularly drops and goes up. And that's how you can do it, man. So you can just have a look. Dele Alli Inform, for instance, does he rise much? On Sunday, he was 47. Rose into Thursday at 55, drop back down. So this card rises, but look, he doesn't rise much. Monday 45, rose into 47. So that wouldn't be a good card to be investing in. So just have a look at the graphs, which you can just find on Footbin, and that can tell you how often these cards drive. So you want cards that regularly drop and go up based on things, and they're the cards that regularly every week, and cards that do it every week: Lenglet, Varane, Ramos, Mendy. These are kind of cards that do it every week, all right, without any external pressures. So without there being qualifiers, without them being out of packs, they just generally do it every week. So they're really good ones. And then if you can think of reasons, complementary investments. So maybe we get an objective. Maybe we get that Dele Alli we're talking about. Then you might find that cards that match Dele Alli might rise. So for instance, if Dele Alli gets one, how are you going to link him? So Son might rise really well. If Dele Alli gets an objective card, gets a SBC card, you might find Gold Son, who usually rises every week anyways. He might rise a little bit higher than usual because people are going to go buy Son so they can link their SBC Dele Alli, headliner Dele Alli. If Martinez, this card, ends up getting his headliner, SBC, the leak that I've told you guys about, then what's a card that might strong link to that card that's really meta? So you don't want weak links, you want strong links. What's a strong link? And those cards might, that's called complementary investing. So they're the things you want to look at for Thursday investing as well. Anyways, guys, I don't want to blab on too much, man. Rather than just giving you the investments, I give you the investments. I also want to talk a little about the reasons, what you got to think about, the kind of things you want to think about, just so you guys understand as well, and you can maybe have a look for your own kind of investments as well, man. So yeah, if you like the video, man, hit the subscribe button, smash the like, guys. I do live stream over on Twitch. We talk about this stuff on Twitch all the time while we also, play Weekend League, gameplay, open packs. So if you want to just pop into the stream, man, that's twitch.tv/2mums. Come check it out. I'm pretty much there every day. Apart from that, man, I appreciate you guys watching the video, and I will catch you next time. Peace out, lads.